There are many sites of significance along the Civil Rights Trail in Alabama, including in Montgomery. I'm meeting with tour guide Wanda Battle at the Dexter Avenue King Memorial Baptist Church, where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. served as pastor from 1954 to 1960. From his office in the lower part of the church, Dr. King also directed civil rights activities, including the 1956 Montgomery bus boycott.
Wanda, I didn't realize how close the church actually is to the Capitol. It's steps away.
Most visitors that I've toured are absolutely amazed at how close this little black African-American church is to the Alabama state capitol, based on the history. You know, can you imagine? February 1861, Jefferson Davis standing on those steps, delivering his inaugural address as first president of the Confederacy. Then you fast forward, 1965, Dr. Martin Luther King on the street level of those same steps, delivering his amazing, how long, not long speech, you know. And to have this church here in the history that it represents, I just see it as a divine journey.
Wanda Battle shares a childhood memory of being just 5 years old and using her voice during the civil rights movement.
Music was always important to the movement. Whenever the protests or mass meetings began, it was always with music and prayer. And my sister and I would sing, and we would sing songs like, "If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning," or "Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around," as children in our little voices. And with it, that was our contribution.
What I love about it is that it goes to show you that even though you were so young, you had a place in the movement. And everybody has their place in movements if they choose to take part, which I think is something that we can look at today.
Absolutely.
We walk over to the Capitol steps, where on March 25, 1965, more than 25,000 people gathered to hear Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. give his How Long, Not Long speech.
This is an amazing view as we look out over Dexter Avenue, and to imagine March 25th, 1965, when there are 25,000 people.
A sea of people out here.
Absolutely. And imagine Dr. King at the foot of these steps. Peter, Paul, and Mary and Harry Belafonte performed. African Americans felt so proud and so empowered to be able to have a voice and realize that they could gather together and come to this Capitol